your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Organizers of girls mentoring programs on the island weighing in on child abuse issues in the country. The founder of Princess Court Ministries, along with Vessels of Purpose Elite, say young women need guidance now more than ever during these times. Rumiko Knowles has more.
The issue of child abuse and molestation in the country is often kept under wraps out of fear and public humiliation. According to the founder of Princess Court Ministries, Stephanie Burrows, 1 out of every 5 young girls is a victim.
Most of these girls are between 14 to 17. Some of the girls are even disabled. Some girls are from homes with single mothers and homes where a father is not active in the home. And so we find those girls who are being preyed on mostly. And so to have a ministry like this shows that when we see a classroom, maybe of 25 girls, there's about 5 girls in there who have been abused in some way or form.
Burrows says there is a high percentage of women who are victims of abuse and molestation that stem from the home and even the church. She says the Princess Court Ministries is an outlet for young women to turn to for help.
I would tell parents, if you see a child who is starting to get frightened or saying that I don't want to be around these people or I don't want to go to that home, find out what is going on with the child. If she's edgy, if she's getting more rebellious, if she's crying more, find out what is going on, because more than likely someone is bullying her, probably molesting her, abusing her in some way.
Brennamae Cooper of Vessels of Purpose Elite, based in East Grand, Bahama, says it takes a village to raise a child, and the need for girls mentoring programs in the country is great.
The importance for these organizations is grave. It's grave. We have to create more avenues for our young people to open up, to talk about what's going on, and to obviously direct them in the direction that would, I like to say, navigate them through the challenges of life. These organizations is a perfect setting for our young people to learn, to grow, to be healthy, and to produce as citizens of this country, and of course, by extension, the world.
As a member of the organization, Cooper says she has encountered several incidents of child abuse.
So as the mentor, we may not be able to prove it, but if we suspect that the girl is experiencing any trauma, any type of abuse, it is our responsibility to report to the relevant officials. And not only to leave it up to the parents to do it. We, of course, would encourage them and all of that, but we need to ensure at the end of the day that it's done. And sometimes that is walking them through with it, hand in hand, side by side.
A leading lady in the Princess Court Ministry, Deborah Pratt, says besides teaching young girls to refrain from sex before marriage, they also teach them about inappropriate touches.
Be it from their father, their godfather, their grandfather, whomever it may be. We talk to them about inappropriate touches, especially at a young age. We start from 5 years old. Princess Court Ministry start from 5 years old. So we talk to them about inappropriate touches, knowing exactly what to identify as an inappropriate touch, and to encourage them to report such issues, such touches that they may feel uncomfortable about.
She encourages parents to refrain from using nicknames such as Cookie when referring to girls' private areas.
Sometimes in teaching them these words, the possible person who may be trying to molest them are calling it such words to make them feel as though this is something that's appropriate, this is something that you can be comfortable about. I just want to touch your cookie, or whatever the case may be. But we share with them the correct terms for their body part.
Rumiko Knowles, ZNS Network News.
And now our J. Philippe has your Friday evening check on sports.
Good evening, I'm Jay Philippe and welcome to Sports. It's Friday, which means a number of athletes and coaches from Grand Bahama will be in action this weekend. Let's start this one with track and field. Rocks Athletics Track Club is in full swing for the upcoming track season. Veteran coach Sandra Lang tells us that her athletes already.
They've been coming out here and they've been working pretty hard. I've been watching some of the other clubs and they have been working pretty hard, putting in the work. And so I think we just need some meets, to get them a little bit sharper, to get them, where they need to see where they're at. And so I think there's going to be a meet sometime in December. And so that'll give us a better idea of where they're at and what we need to do to get them to the next level.
Switching gears now with an update in basketball. First, at the high school level, Grand Bahamian standout Ramad Dean, currently playing his high school basketball in Canada at Crestwood Prep, is having a breakout season. The 6'7" small forward in his recent game against Erie Prep tallied 36 points to go along with 17 rebounds. So far, Dean has garnished multiple Division I offers from a number of big schools in the U.S., including the likes of Arizona State, Fordham University, Seton Hall, Ole Miss, Minnesota, Austin Peay, Butler University, Santa Clara, East Carolina, George Mason, Tennessee State, and Southern California, just to name a few. Switching gears now on the college scene, a number of players from Grand Bahama, Bimini, and Abaco expected to see action this weekend. Teammates Brady Lightburn and Joshua Dames over at Kansas City Community College will take on Missouri State University West Plains. Edrin Martinborough and his Evangel University team will take on another set of Bahamians in Franklin Petion and Shaquille Butters over at Williams Baptist University. DeAndre Vilma and his undefeated Roman College team will take on the College of New Jersey. Also, Franco Miller Jr. and his FGCU team will match up against Division II Eckwood College on Sunday. And lastly, Ahmad Harvey and his Coastal Carolina squad will be in New Providence next week at the Bahama Division I National Championships. They are expected to take on Jacksonville State, followed by a matchup against Valparaiso. And finally in sports, Week 11 of the NFL season resumes on Sunday for Michael Strawn and his Indianapolis Colts. They will travel upstate to New York to take on the 6-3 Buffalo Bills. And that's all I have for you on sports on this beautiful Friday evening. I'm Jay Philippe. Be blessed.